Welcome to STSPN.com.
We're live.
Looks like we made it online after some slight technical difficulties.
Well, glad to hear we're on the air, John.
Tonight's lineup, Ron, what do we got on the menu?
We got for Glacier Peak down here, we got Paisley Johnson, Samantha Fatkin,
Well, let's start at the top of the menu, Ron. We got Glacier Peak versus Snohomish High School.
That's the top
Grizzlies
of the menu.
versus Panthers.
I thought you wanted who was starting lineup was.
In the Bear Cave, Glacier Peak High School.
The first game for the Snohomish Panthers of the season, second game for Glacier Peak, and we're now ready for the national anthem for whatever the band is going to play. All right, we back. So, national anthem without the Pledge of Allegiance. Can you hear me?
Nope.
No.
So, Tuesday night, Glacier Peak already played. They played
opening that game against Roosevelt High School out of the Metro League. Won that game 69-58. An interesting game it was, too, because Roosevelt couldn't do anything inside but hit 10 three-point shots from outside to get that 58 points. So 30 of the 58 points were off at three-pointers, if you can believe
that. Game, though, has an asterisk by it because Nat Rasmussen was injured.
Nat was injured, right.
And wasn't able to play.
She's back out there tonight, going to give it a try here.
She's playing tonight, got a little bit of a gimp, but I think she'll work that out in the first quarter.
So, again, first outing for Snohomish here, who in the early poll rankings is ranked number 1 in Wesco 4A. Glacier Peak ranked number 2 in 3A South.
Snohomish only graduating one senior last year, so they've got basically a full returning squad.
And they got the height advantage as they get ready for the opening. Only tip-off of the night goes to Snohomish.
So up top of the ball, Snohomish. That should be 13 preach, but it's 14, I guess.
Yeah, you got the same roster I got. Wrong number.
Wrong numbers. That's okay.
We're both looking at that.
24, Pollock for 3, misses. Rebound, Watkins. Forward to Fatkin. She's going to get a layup out of this. Puts it up easy. Starts off with a game with a big hello to Nana down in Yuma, Arizona, who hopefully is watching tonight.
Well, it's nice and hot.
That was Harwood down in the quarter.
So far, they haven't tried to work the inside tall
So
girl
Pollock
side.
with the ball, back over to Preach. Bromvold in the corner, back up to Preach. Harwood.
Shot clock down to 5.
Shoots it. Air ball, rebound though.
Shot
22,
clock.
Harwood.
Shot clock violation. No, it never touched the rim.
Got to get that ball up on top, Ron. Otherwise, it can't fall in.
Got to get on above the rim, not below the rim.
Above it, yeah. Going in from the bottom side does not count.
You could write a book about that.
That get up top of the ball over to Rasmussen. Looking for it. Little pick from Watkins. Rolls. Tipped.
Nice idea. Just
picked up by Smith.
Good
Preach with the ball.
Good defense.
Looks like she's gonna handle the rock tonight for Snohomish. Preach up top. Smith with the ball, high post. Over to Pollock. Pollock loses it to Fatkin. Loses it again.
Fatkin
over to Paisley, but she gets fouled in the process.
I think Fatkin got fouled in the process. Yeah.
Paisley was wide open for the dunk, though. She's keeping the legs warm with those white tights. She's going to try to jump out of the gym.
That's her sliding tights.
Fatkin will bring it across the half-court stripe. Over to Johnson. To Kayla. Ball rim bounces off her hands, but picked up by Rasmussen.
Saved the turnover there by hustling that.
Johnson on the side. Drives the paint. Goes to the bucket. Launches and is victorious. Oh! The sheriff calls her for a travel.
One too many foot on the floor.
The basket was repealed.
Ignored. Still 2-0 Grizzlies here as we're going down to 5:55 here left in this first period of basketball tonight.
Preach for three. Hard off the glass. Sam taking off early, gets an easy bucket after a nice feed from Watkins. Watkins with the rebound and pass. Watkins is strong arm, can throw that ball all the way across the court.
Yeah, nice assist.
I've been informed that we're having a little trouble with the piping here at Glacier Peak, and our stream is not all that great coming out of here. So if you're unable to watch the game live with us, check in later after the game, and we'll have it up on the YouTubes.
So Kayla with the automatic free throw shooter and misses the first one. I jinxed her right out of the gate, John.
Yeah, Ron. Easy with that. Kayla, though, traditionally a very good free throw shooter.
She was fouled by Madeline Smith on that a shot attempt to get these free throws here while you were explaining our technical difficulties, and she missed them both. I will not talk about that again.
Smith down low to.
That's going to go against.
That was Harwood taking the ball on the baseline. Gets to go to the charity stripe. See if Snohomish can break the seal here.
Teams first going to the line to shoot two.
There they go. Once the first one goes through, the next one's much easier.
Took the paper off the top of the rim, did they?
Whatever was there. Now it's just a 2-point ball game. GP with the ball. Fatkin up top with it.
2 layups against 2 free throws.
Johnson on the right side. Feeds Rasmussen. Ooh, offensive foul. Excellent defense by Snohomish. I didn't see who that was. Might have been number 3, Braunvold.
With one of the big trees down there.
12, Maya Duchesne, or Duchesne. I don't know how we're pronouncing that tonight. We'll just call her Maya. Handling the ball for Snohomish.
Kept out of bounds by Kayla Watkins. Substitution here for the Panthers. Number 44, Ellie Flitch.
Snohomish, number 44, Ellie Flitch.
She's going to replace Braunvold.
Katie going to need a little break there.
Braunvold.
A 30
timeout.
Called by Snohomish.
Snohomish. Coach Roberts wants to converse with the ladies.
30-second timeout. Kind of a little slow start here in the scoring column there, John. So 4-2 is not a big score yet.
Well, it's early in the season, Ron. I mean, the girls got to shake off some cobwebs, get things rolling.
And this is sort of a rivalry game here with Snohomish, has been for the last several years.
Yep, the stands here in the gym are basically full. There's a ton of red because it's close by for the Snohomish fans to make it here to GP.
Yeah, they got good following of fans down there. And Coach Ken Roberts has done a good job getting the Snohomish girls ready for this game. And Trying to live up to that #1 Wesco 4A preseason ranking.
And why not watch high school basketball on the evenings, right?
Why? What else? What else good would you rather do?
The gyms are warm and inviting. The price is reasonable.
Yes.
Smith with the ball down low. Gets it batted away by Paisley. Steals it. Cross court. Fatkin. Oh, gets it blocked by 12. Maya. Who then gets hammered.
I think that's the only thing that goes Paisley. Yep.
Number 3, Paisley Johnson, her first, team's third.
Paisley with a substantial foul there.
Took her to the floor. Still
Smith with the ball high post. Back to Harwood, back up top to Maya. Batted away by Fatkin. Smith with a turn jumper over McFadden. Puts it down.
If they can get the ball into Smith and that inside post, she'll have that turnaround shot all day long, John.
Well, especially if she's up against Maya. Maya McFadden's a little bit shorter, and Smith got a decent turnaround jumper. It looks like so. Nat Rasmussen for 3, rims off. Johnson with the rebound, unable to put it in. Smith with the board.
A little off balance there. We're 4-4, tied up here with 3:50 left to go in this first period of high school basketball.
Maya with the ball up top, 3 ball. A little long. Oh, almost rebounded by Watkins.
Almost sold by Madison Pollock there, but she got her foot out of bounds in the process.
Must be big feet.
Got the white shoe and the blue mark.
Those aren't white shoes, Ron.
Mads are.
Rasmussen with the ball up top. Over to Johnson on the right side. Looking to work it in.
They're thinking about getting the ball into...
Drives baseline. Hard off. Rebounded by Smith.
That's going to go against Paisley.
Foul by Paisley. That's 2 on her.
I think you're right.
Too early. Too much.
Yeah.
Number 3,
Too often.
Johnson, her second, team's fourth.
Don't want to get to Paisley in trouble. We're going to give her a little break there. As we're going to get Abby Jazapatis. How do you pronounce that? Abby's last name. Jazapatis?
Jazapatis.
Titus?
I think. Call her Abby or Abs.
Abs is in there. Well, that's all I ever called her before was Abs. I never really knew her last name.
Maya with the ball up top. Over to Pollock. Looking. Maya for 3. Blocked by Fatkin. Maya with...
Fatkin's going to take her to the hoop. And she takes 2 in.
A little shake and bake by Fatkin.
2 more and going to the line for 1 more. 6 points for Glacier Peak tonight. All 6 of them by Sammy Fatkin on layups.
The foul is on number 12, Maya Duchesne, her first, team's third. Shooting the and 1.
Both teams content to play man-to-man defense right now. And no full court press at all. So
no, just trying to let things run here a little bit.
GP in a little 3-2 now.
Panthers trying to shoot over the top of that a few times and doing everything they can to keep the ball away from Smith in the middle there.
Not going to happen. Smith with some big wings, going to get that ball.
Nice block out by Maya McFadden there. Get that rebound.
Inside to Watkins, gets batted away by Pollock.
Really nice block there by Madison Pollock.
Kayla might want to stop and let her just fly by next time.
Yeah. Beckman.
Little jump stop might be successful in that situation. Charlie Sevenitz checking in for GP.
Charlie should have got the ball, did get the ball, took the fire 3.
3 ball, misses. Watkins with the rebound. Goes up strong, miss.
Traveled as well and got away with it.
Into the game for Glacier Peak.
Rebound, Kyra Beckman.
Snohomish looking to
Harwood
play
with the
outside.
ball, inside to Beckham. Picked off by Watkins, wants to feed it forward.
Watkins
Just
playing
bring the ball.
guard.
Over Sevenitz.
Yeah, Sevenitz didn't have a good handle on that ball.
Takes 1 too many steps.
See Nicole Jensen giving Natalie a break here. Rest that sore leg that she's been working on all week, trying to get better for this game.
Got a lot of substitutions in this game so far.
Well, minute 45 here. It's a good time to give them a quick little break right here before the end of the first
Especially
period.
when nothing's really happening on the scoring. It's only 7-4. Picked off by Sevenance. She's going to go all the way.
Yes, she doesn't travel.
Gets it picked off.
Looked like she ran out of steam there. She's going in for that layup.
It was batted away by Preach.
McFadden back in for Watkins here for the last minute 32 of the first period.
Good defense. Jensen open wide here. Looking for the ball. Not going to give it to her. There she gets it. 3 ball up in the air. Oh, short. Almost rebounded by Sevenance, but off a Snohomish player's leg.
Yeah, off a Glacier Peak leg because it's Snohomish ball
that's
inbound.
right.
Into the game for Snohomish, number 30, Madeline Smith, and number 24, Madison Pollock.
Another change up.
Into the game for Glacier Peak, number 12, Kayla Watkins.
Somebody likes Kayla.
I guess.
Pollock bringing the ball up here.
Yeah, so you got a 6'1" guard there. Uncommon in girls basketball, girls high school basketball.
Nice hustle by Pollock to get that rebound.
3, Braunvold with it. Back to Pollock. Back up to Braunvold. He's going to pass it back and forth until Smith gets open. Braunvold for 3. Rims off.
Nice
Rebound
board.
Watkins. Over to Jensen. Puts it forward to Fatkin. Fatkin will set things up.
20 on the shot clock, 47 on the game clock.
Jensen tries to get it inside, but kicked back out by Kayla's got it, double teamed. Gets it off and scores. Oh, they're going to call her for a travel.
A little too much fancy feet there.
Funny, I didn't see that travel.
I didn't really see it either, but he called it.
Yeah.
I thought he must have shuffled a little bit there.
Todd says he saw it, so it must have happened.
It definitely happened. It was called.
Pollock up top with the ball. Over to Brandvold. Tried to get it inside to Smith. Tipped away by Jensen.
GP doing a good job trying to keep that ball out of the inside. They've tipped a few and stolen a few and blocked a couple. So.
Nat Rasmussen, the captain, bringing the ball across. Jensen rounds a pick and gets it batted away by 22, Shaylee Harwood.
Shaylee has a way of getting her hands in there when she needs to.
Lightning fingers.
Lightning Shaylee fingers. Kara Beckman seeing a little action here with 9.5 seconds left to go on the clock here. GP hopes to get the shot off, trying to get it back to
That's going to get it off. 3 ball, long. Rebounded by Jensen. Back to Rasmussen and gets hammered.
And didn't get the ball down.
Call it a no foul.
7-4, Glacier Peak at the end of the first period. A very, very low scoring game, John.
Very. I did not expect this at all, Ron.
I didn't either. I expected a few more threes to drop by now and at least twice that many points on the board.
I'm thinking that they're going to retool this and it's going to be a completely different second quarter.
We'll see. Have a little PA announcement out there for, I'm not sure what she's announcing, but
so I would expect that that Snohomish is going to try to get that ball inside to Smith and then back out.
And
kick it back out and try to get some jumpers going.
Get that 2 or 3 point shot.
They got to start using the big girls. They have a distinct advantage, especially if they can match one of them up against somebody other than Kayla Watkins.
Well, they can't match up against anybody. Glacier Peak doesn't have anybody over 6 feet really out there.
Well, but the difference between 6 and 6'1" is an inch, Ron. So that's nothing. But the problem is you've only got height-wise. You really only got Kayla Watkins. You're running down low from GP.
Yeah, Kayla's 6'1", and she's not actually in there pushing on that. So, all right. So that little PA announcement in the middle here was for a fundraiser for
I believe it's a local food bank.
Trying to read what it says on the can as it went by, but I couldn't read it.
Too fast for you. Thought you had laser vision.
It's for a care package for something. It's a care package donation, and the fans are digging deep in their pocket, and I see folding money in it, so that's a good thing.
Nobody uses the term folding money anymore, Ron.
Well, they're not putting their credit cards in there, John. What are you talking about? It's greenbacks.
Blanket dollars?
Blanket dollars. All right, GP will take the inbounds here as we start the second period of exciting high school basketball here. 7-4 GP. Take it away, John.
Well, we're hoping it's exciting. That first quarter wasn't so much, but I'm expecting a little more fireworks here. Snohomish still man-to-man. GP outside with it, Sam Fatkin. Rasmussen up top. Drives, feeds Watkins in the corner. Got nothing.
10 on the shot clock.
Kayla going to go baseline. She should have put that up. It's picked off by number 22, Shaylee Hardwood.
Yep, Shaylee got those fingers in there again.
Preach with it up top now. Back over to Harwood, looking inside. Down low. Pollock for two, misses. Gets her own rebound. Gets the putback and the foul. And I think it's on Paisley Johnson.
You're kidding.
Fouls on number 3, Paisley Johnson.
That's three.
That's three, and it's only the second quarter.
Number 24, Madison Pollock, shooting the and one.
Pollock misses that. Rebound, McFadden.
Pollock not having her usual accuracy. She's pretty good from the outside shooting, and she's not taken any yet. There's a turnover back into McFadden out of bounds.
Snohomish will take over. Pollock with the ball out of bounds. Puts it into Preach. He'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Looked at the three, but didn't want it. Pollock for two from the corner. Nails it. See, this is what's going to happen. Somebody's going to get warm here, Ron.
That's what I said. Pollock's usually a better shooter than she's been. She finally hits her first outside shot, so that's the way this game's going to turn out.
So once somebody heats up, then it's going to be feed the beast for a while, I think.
Kind of like if you're making the shots outside, then that inside will warm up.
Rasmussen for three. Long again. Almost rebounded by Johnson. Push forward. Pollock against Rasmussen. Blocking foul.
Yep.
And Pollock goes to the line. It's a totally different ball game already, Ron. 7-8. Snohomish on top.
Just like that, Snohomish comes back and starts scoring.
This is a little more of what I was expecting. I was expecting this Snohomish team to be balling this year.
Is good. Goes to the line to shoot the and one.
Abby Jazapatis in there for Natalie Rasmussen, giving her a break. Pollock misses that.
Rebound, McFadden.
McFadden got fouled.
Batted away by Harwood.
Fouls on number 22, Shaylee Harwood. Her first, team's fourth.
Shaylee got more in her fingers in there that time. Racked up her first foul.
She wasn't fast enough to elude the sheriff, though.
He was too close.
Right on top of it. Johnson far side. McFadden. Free throw. Short.
You're going to give her
rebound,
that shot.
Pollock. Preach up top with it. Over to Brandvold. Down to Pollock, back up top now. Brandvold with it. Looking for Smith, unable to incorporate her.
Pollock with a good board and missed shot.
Kayla Watkins come down with it. Ooh.
Oh, that's almost over and back.
Almost. Take care of the ball, ladies. Johnson with it.
Nobody there to shoot that ball.
Abby. Back to Maya. Sammy now. Wants to drive, unable to.
Paisley will.
You bet she will. Gets it off. Ooh, almost rebounded by McFadden. We got a double dribble on Preach.
Yeah, that was, I think Maya McFadden stuck her hand in there and gave her a little nudge, and she clutched the ball a little too hard. Nicole Jensen in for the Grizzlies.
GP ball on the baseline. Abby with it out of bounds. Too much time.
That was a quick 5 seconds from where I was looking, but I didn't start the count.
You got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Ron.
A little bit of a experienced turnover there.
Smith, high post, out to
Pollock to miss.
Sammy up top.
Trying to set something up here.
Hands it off to Paisley. Jensen for 3. Long.
3 ball isn't dropping.
Sammy for 3. There we go. It's about time she took one.
That's her first attempt, and she made it. 10-10, tied up again here. 4:33 left to go in this second quarter here of basketball tonight.
Fatkin needing to shoot more and more often.
Pollock with the rebound.
Looking inside, unable to get that ball inside to Smith. Kayla Watkins doing a good job defending her. There they got it to her though.
A little short.
Sammy comes down with a rebound.
She's going to take her to the hoop. And she's going to get fouled trying to do it. Got too many body hands on her.
Fouls on number 3, Katie.
Yep, 1 will get you a foul. 2 will automatically get you a foul.
It will do it.
1 will get you a foul like 50% of the time now.
It will, yeah.
2 hands is 100%.
100% foul on 2, yeah.
3 hands
In
to
the
get
game
you
for
the
Snohomish, number
Yeah.
44, Ellie Flint.
3 hands will get you in the record books.
Natalie Rasmussen back in the game here for the Grizzlies. To give Paisley Johnson a little break.
Pollock taking a breather. I noticed they're able to get the ball to Smith if they drive on the GP defense and pull Kayla Watkins away so that she has to help, right?
That'll work, yep.
That's what I'd be doing all night long.
Natalie just tried to drive on Smith and just ate the ball. And again, the three's up in the air.
Smith with the board, unable to put it in.
Too far under the rim.
Yep, she was locked underneath. Kayla Watkins doing a good job there, locking her down low.
Yeah. Abby, look out with the ball, girl. Traveling on. Turnover. I don't have all the turnovers done, but I think GP's leading the list in turnovers here in this game so far.
And this score tied up 10-10.
Low scoring 10-10, 3:14 left in this first half, second period of the game here.
Harwood far side. Back up top to Chesney. Harwood baseline. I'm going to call a foul on Kayla Watkins.
Yeah. I'm looking at
Too much of something.
I'm looking for the Snohomish Panthers here to heat up on that outside three-point shot here and just kind of run the score up a little bit. They haven't hit anything from out there yet.
Pollock rims it. Oh, no, Pollock. Harwood
Gonna
rims
call
it.
the jump ball. Well, let's see if Snohomish has got an inbound play to one of the big trees down there.
They
that'll
got
work.
Flish and Smith in
Right
there.
to her, yeah. Oh, and she didn't make it.
Rebound Harwood and put back. Jensen for 3. Short.
Air ball.
Rebound Abby. Back out to Sammy. Gets fouled, but no call. I heard the slap from here. Kale on the side. She's going to go with 3. Misses. Abby with the rebound.
Abby with
Picked
a
off
turnover.
by number 3, Katie Brandvold. Chesney with the ball up top now.
She's
Back
wide
again
open.
to her. Brandvold with it near side.
There's the
Chesney, three comes off. Watkins with the board.
Watkins doing a fine job on the board down there tonight, but still playing in the game.
Well, Kayla gets good position, and that's 90% of rebounding. Smith with the board. Maya will bring it across. Inside to Smith, high post. Over to Harwood. Drives baseline. Unable to get a drop. Gets her own rebound. Misses again. Fatkin comes up with the loose ball.
Does a nice
Misses
job driving. He didn't quite get the handle on the ball.
Getting no help, though. She was 1-on-3.
And didn't get fouled.
Harwood baseline. Back out to Duchesney. Nails the three ball.
There's the first three for Snohomish tonight.
Snohomish goes up 15-10.
50 seconds left on the shot, or the game clock. 18 on the shot clock.
Rasmussen inside.
And
jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession arrow should be to Glacier Peak.
GP ball baseline.
Reset the shot clock to 14 because they re-screwed it up.
They re-screwed it up?
Yep, they re-screwed it up to 30 or whatever the number was. They went up to.
Down to Jensen. Kayla high post. Abby with the ball. Rasmussen corner. Three ball. Long.
Rasmussen does
Smith,
not have
easy
the ball.
board.
28 seconds. About equal to the shot clock here.
Duchesney with the ball up top. Going to run the show for
Coach
Snohomish.
Roberts says one shot.
Brandvold inside to Smith. High post. Back out to Brandvold. Duchesney. Smith high post. Tapped away by Fatkin. Harwood driving baseline. Gets it off. Around Abby. And scores. And just like that, Snohomish. What's the score, Ron?
17-10.
At half.
That was 10-10 at the quarter, wasn't it?
At the quarter, no, it was like 8-7 or something like that.
Hardly any scoring.
It was very little, and now it's more.
Now it's more, but 17
not a lot
to 10.
more.
It's halftime here at Glacier Peak High School, Grizzly Den up here. We're going to take a halftime break and show a few commercials and be right back.
Welcome back to STSPN.com. Did I say that right? STSPN.com.
Todd. We're back live, second half. 17-10, Snohomish on top with the ball as we start this.
Wesco High School basketball, 3A versus 4A, Glacier Peak versus Snohomish at Glacier Peak, the Bear Cave. Pollock for three, misses. Rasmussen, the cap, with the rebound.
We'll see what Coach Hill worked out in the locker room at halftime here. So far, that didn't work.
Well, they're going to run a little dribble drive, but
Handoff.
Snohomish got in the way.
Yeah.
Inside to Watkins.
Going
to power it up. Passes over to McFadden. Easy. Nice feed from Watkins.
Left McFadden wide open.
12-17, Snohomish on top.
First 2 points for the Grizzlies that haven't been scored by Samantha Fatkins. And official timeout. Looks like, is that Kaylee that's not feeling good there? Yeah, it is
Katie Bramble.
Katie, yeah.
Something's hurting. I didn't see her get hit or anything, but
looks like she pulled up or twisted her ankle. We'll see. They're looking at her leg down there. But the game goes on. Snohomish inbound.
Preach with the ball up top. Inside to Smith. High post. Back to Preach. Looking at the three. Didn't want it. Preach up top again. Looks at it. Over to Harwood. She'll shoot. Nails it. 2 points. Almost blocked by Johnson. Fatkin up top with the ball. McFadden for two. Nails it. Now we're starting to play basketball, Ron.
Oh, we're shooting that shot outside. And,
Preach up top with the ball. Three ball, she likes it. Rims hard off. Rebound, Flish. Smith with the shot. Comes off hard.
A little too far out for Smith to make that one.
Watkins rebounded it. Johnson with the shot. Fatkin with the rebound and putback.
Sammy in the right place at the right time that time.
GP in the 3-2. Fatkin working hard against Smith at high post. Preach, three ball. Long. Almost rebounded by McFadden.
Going to stay with Snohomish.
GP gonna two-three zone inside to Smith with the shot, not gonna fall.
Going to be a foul on somebody in there. Oh, it hit the back of the rim. Referee says on the baseline down there. So knocked out of bounds by a GP player on the back of the rim. Now we have a clarification here.
We're going to have a sheriff's discussion. They will come to a consensus.
Or an understanding at least.
Pollock inbound to Harwood. Pollock far side, Smith high post.
Pollock likes that.
Back to Pollock. She likes that one. Short. Gets her own rebound. Up, out of bounds.
Well, I thought Pollock was going to heat up there earlier in that first half of the game, but she
did for about two shots and then immediately cooled off.
Yeah, well, that's good for the Grizzlies, bad for the Panthers.
Panthers still on top, 19-16. Johnson up top with the ball. Fatkin for three. There we go. Oh, rims off. Rebound. Matt Rasmussen, and the cap puts it in.
1 point game here. Grizzlies have come back in the scoring column here.
Harwood with the ball. Picked off on the pass.
Hey,
Johnson going to go all the way. Easy layup. And we got a timeout. Roberts.
Doesn't like what he sees there. With
GP
Grizzlies.
up on top by one.
Grizzlies coming back.
A 30-second timeout called by Snohomish.
Now we're about 20 points where we should have been at halftime.
Yeah, or at least at the end of the first period.
But things are heating up. The girls are starting to get into a rhythm. It's just taking them a little while to warm up, Ron.
Yeah, just trying to settle down a little bit, and then you get the ball, take a good shot, not a hard shot. And unfortunately for the Panthers, they had some good shots. They just didn't go. Otherwise, they'd be running right where they were before.
Yeah, I really think they got to find a way to involve Smith more in the offense. And I think the way you do that is you have to drive in order to pull Kayla Watkins off her, and then you can feed her.
That's probably a good strategy. See if Ken Roberts likes that strategy.
Oh, I didn't tell him.
We'll send it down by a wire.
Pollock with a little weak side action. Fatkin up top of the ball.
Pollock in the right place at the right time on that one.
Johnson. Nat with it. Feeds Kayla Watkins inside and gets fouled by number 44, Ellie Flish.
Outside number 44, Ellie Fish, her first, team's first of the second half. Going to the line to shoot.
Watkins to the charity stripe.
Kayla Watkins.
This is uncharacteristic, Ron.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything before she shot. I would never do that.
You were thinking.
I was thinking it, but
all right.
There she goes. Drains that one. Get her dialed in. Now she just needs to get fouled a lot.
And that's her first point for the night. And she was a big scorer against Roosevelt the other night for Glacier Peak.
What did Roosevelt have for height?
Nothing. That's how it worked. She was inside, get the ball, and turn
Rebound
and shoot.
Smith, unable to get it put down. Flish over to Pollock. Should put it back out to Duchesne. Over to Harwood. Harwood cross court to Pollock. Takes the jumper from free throw line and nails it.
That's Pollock's patented shot right there at the
23-21. Oh, Flish with a good block, but going to call her for a little body foul. Send Watkins back to the line.
Got the first block, but she didn't get the second block.
Well, they let the foul slide the first time.
Yeah.
And they figured they had to call it the second time she did it because it was the same thing.
Wow.
Watkins misses the first one.
Well, I can see the strategy of GP here the last couple of times down the court. They're trying to get the ball into Kayla, and Kayla trying to work hard to the basket and get the shot or get the free throws.
Well, get some fouls on the big girls too, which is a good strategy. Snohomish still on top by 2, 23-21.
So far they're getting the fouls, they're not getting the points. There's one in.
Pollock wide open.
Easy to. He was waving the flag down there on the baseline.
Yeah, she was.
Timeout. Paisley's in the wall. I didn't see how she got tripped. She might have gone over Shaley or off the ref down there. They were all right there in the same pile.
I didn't see what happened either. I just heard it. Shook the whole building. Of course, Pace shook it right off, jumped right back up. Tough as nails.
Yeah, official timeout, inbound on the sideline. Says in the rule book.
Rasmussen up top of the ball. Inside to Watkins. Gets it off, but doesn't get it to drop, and they're going to call another foul. Looks like Flish with another one.
That'd be her third one.
Number 44, Ellie Fish, her third, team's third.
Three quick fouls here since she's come in the game. I think.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful who they put on Kayla because they're going to foul out.
Ken Roberts looking down his bench. He's going to put Samantha.
Number 20, Samantha Beeman coming in.
Samantha Beeman. That's her first time in the game tonight, I think.
Sophomore.
See if she can handle Kayla down there. Unless they switch Smith on her. Kayla makes a. Did she make both of those?
I think so.
Well, she must have. That was the second one.
Well, no, because they went from 21 to 22, so she only made one.
Only made one. I was looking down at the subs there. I wasn't watching her. So
Smith up top. Down low to Harwood. Back out to Duchesne. Short rebound, Paisley Johnson.
She's going to go all the way.
Of course she is. Left hand. Rebound Smith.
Got fouled a little bit, but not enough to be called.
Duchesne with the ball now. Going to set things up. Duchesne doing a good job of handling the rock tonight for Snohomish. Smith, high post. Gets a shot when they backed off. Oh, misses. Paisley Johnson with the board. Looked like she got fouled by Harwood, but no call.
He went down for some reason.
Saved the ball. Rasmussen going to go to the hole and gets hammered. She's down on the floor. Nice
little up and under try by Nat to get that ball up. But got fouled and got the shot blocked also.
A lot of girls polishing the floor tonight. They're skidding all over the place.
Shining up the hardwood.
Number 13, Natalie Rasmussen.
First one's up and
the
good
cat nails it. That was just like I drew it up.
Over the top of the rim and through the net.
Yes.
That's a nice picture. Do it again. Well done, John.
She did a good job of listening to you, Ron.
24-25. Panthers up by 1 here. 2 minutes left to go.
Game is tight.
Third period. We knew
Harwood back to Duchesne. Ooh, picked off by Johnson. She's going to go all the way. Oh, Duchesne with the quick hands. Knocks it away. Excellent defense. I like the way she plays.
She did a nice job on that. She didn't get out of position. Stayed right there and took it out of bounds.
She doesn't weigh but 90 pounds, but Johnson going to set up. Ooh, nice inbounds to Kayla. Gets it to drop.
They kind of left her alone right there under the basket. I don't think they wanted to
gave her
foul
too much space, and Johnson able to feed that ball into her.
26-25. Grizzlies up by 1.
Trying to look for Pollock inside. Here she's open, wide open too.
Wide open, yeah.
Kayla unable to get there from the weak side. Abby down low, back to Glotkins. Gets fouled. Oh, they're going to call her for the travel. Got to plant a foot. Duchesne with the ball now. 34, Kira Beckman getting ready to check in.
Pollock turns and shoots with a nice
from the free throw line. You can't give her that shot from the L. That is money.
That's her shot. She's heating up good now.
She's got a nice little mid-range jumper.
She does. Nice little ball player.
45 seconds left in the quarter. Score 26-29. Snohomish on top. Paisley going to get called for a foul.
Yeah. Wow.
That's her fourth.
Team's first of the half. Into the game for Snohomish, number 34.
McFadden checking in. Going to give Paisley Johnson a little rest.
Not a real good night for Paisley tonight. 2 points and 4 fouls. Hustling hard out there, just didn't contributing on the scoring column like she normally does.
Duchesne with the ball up top now. Snohomish wanting to wait for the last shot here. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Ticking down. Duchesne brings it in now. Harwood drives baseline. Gets it. Oh, she had a nice shot. Now she's fighting with Pollock for the ball.
That's a travel because 2 girls in red uniforms holding the ball on the floor is a travel.
I thought that was a handoff.
That was 34 Beckman and 22 Harwood, I think.
Yeah.
Scrapping for the ball. Both of them wanting to make some points.
Trying to take it away from each other.
They'll not only fight with the other team, they'll fight with their own. Scrappy.
She's Samantha can get a shot off here.
Oh, she does. And that will end the quarter. And just like that, 29-28, Snohomish on top.
Wow.
1 period left to go.
This seems to be a little bit of a fast game for some reason, but not a lot of scoring.
Well, it's kind of going in spurts.
Yeah.
It like kind of, there's a lull, and then all of a sudden there's action, and then there's a lull. It's not very consistent. I don't think the ladies are that consistent this early in the season yet.
Yeah. Well, if you were Sammamish, what would you try to do in the second half to get that ball back in there to the tall girls?
Well, I don't know what I'd do if I was Sammamish, but if I was Snohomish,
sorry about that.
I'd do exactly what they're doing. They just have to work the ball around until one of the girls gets it totally wide open.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the last probably 6 points they've scored, the girls haven't had anybody within 5 feet of them. Right?
Most of those points are coming off of Pollock, too, so she's getting the rebounds and the shots. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 points unofficially for the game tonight.
Yeah, now if I was GP, what would I do? I would just put somebody in Pollock's shorts, right?
Like Natalie, maybe.
Well, I don't know if I'd use Nat. I might use Sevenants.
Well, you could.
I'd bring in Chuck, and I would just have her right in her grill breathing on her, right?
So we'll go.
Might as well just take her out of the ball game and play 4-on-4.
Man up and stay with her, right?
Yeah.
Well, that might work. Let's see what they come up with here as they bring the ball up the top of the key.
Looks like Snohomish is going to go man. Kayla with the ball down low. Kayla's just doing too good of a job on Ellie Flish.
Ellie doesn't want to get fouled out there.
Kayla's so good with the positioning. Uses that body to her advantage. Ooh, Flish traveled there, but Duchesne inside to Pollock.
Pollock trying to knock the shot off.
Harwood looking at it. Inside to Pollock. Harwood for 2. Rims off. Watkins with the board.
Nice board by Kayla that time. Well, see if they run the same play again.
Harwood, scrappy, gets on the floor. Left some skin there.
Yep.
Brandvold checking back in. Flish going to take a seat. Watkins up top with the ball. Gives it to Rasmussen. Cap will set things back up. She's going to drive. Gets it off. Ooh! Watkins with the follow.
We got Panthers not blocking out in there as the GP's got the lead in this game now here.
32-29.
Trying to get that shot in there for Pollock to take that patented shot. She's right there.
Neither team able to go on a run for any decent period of time yet, though.
Nope, and they're not really hitting that outside shot off.
6:20 left in the ball game.
Oh.
Fatkin with an almost steal. Harwood. Smith with the rebound. Nope. There's a scrum.
And it's going to be a foul against somebody in a red shirt down there. I think it's going against Shaley.
Maya McFadden comes up with the ball. First one down, looking for the fumble.
And that foul was against Shaley. I don't know how they saw it in there. Looked like a scrum in rugby.
Could put some pads on McFadden and run her out on the football team. The way she went after that. Fatkin to McFadden. Oop. Batted away by Snohomish.
And this one they're going to call a jump ball possession. Possession to Snohomish.
That fumble recovered by Katie Brandvold.
Definitely a fumble. Timeout.
Roberts
Panthers
wants to draw something up. Gets out his clipboard. He'll set the girls down and do some sketching.
Well, that inside play isn't working, and they put everybody on Pollock that looked like didn't get a chance to get her the ball there to take any shots off.
Yeah, but still, Snohomish getting some good looks. Glacier Peak just fumbling their way through the first part of the quarter.
They are. They're getting some good position rebounds, and that's got them a few points there that they normally wouldn't have gotten earlier on. But
yeah, I mean, a couple of those scores were kind of lucky scores with Kayla sweeping up some garbage buckets, right?
yeah, not getting blocked out on the rebound, so that's kind of maybe a little fatigue setting in, or maybe just not paying attention to the game all the time. But got to stay focused on your position.
Yep, so right now, GP up 32-29, 3 points. Snohomish trying to figure out a way to go on an extended run.
Looking at 5:50 remaining in this ball game here. So
3 points is nothing.
Snohomish needs to do something positive on this possession to kind of keep things under control here.
Harwood, far side. Down in the corner, up, back out, down in the corner again. 3-point ball. Brandvold not going to drop. Pollock with the board. Saves it, but GP ball.
Look out.
In the middle of Fatkin. Cap with the ball outside, back to Fatkin. They're looking for Watkins, but not open. She is now. They get it to her. She gets it off, but it's a miss.
I think it was blocked.
Oh, they can say it's tipped.
That was a nice reverse move by Kayla that time. His shot got blocked.
Yep, she's double teamed too.
She is double teamed.
That means somebody's open, Ron.
Smith and Pollock both on her that time.
But if she turns and there's two people, that means somebody's open somewhere.
Should be.
In the game for Snohomish, number 14, Emily Preach.
Preach back in. Gonna set DeChesney back down. Kayla, easy bucket. Nice feed from Abby.
Kayla becoming a big threat here in this second period, finally getting some points in the column here.
Harwood, far side. Down low to Brandvold. They're going to pass it back and forth. Brandvold for three. In and out. Rebound, Kayla. Watkins, a little push off there. Ooh, easy basket. Nice feed from the cap.
Nice assist.
And GP is up 36-29.
Run and gun. Glacier Peak there last time down the court. Looked pretty sweet, didn't it?
Yeah, well, if they give you something easy, take it, right?
Yeah, and nice look off by Nat there, too, for that assist.
Well, and it just goes to show it always pays to hustle.
Definitely.
Right? It doesn't matter what sport, it always pays to hustle.
So Coach Ken Roberts had the last time out to draw up his plan to get back in the game when he had 29 points. He has another timeout, and he still has 29 points, and he's down by 7. So let's see if this plan looks any different than the last one.
Yeah, it looks like Hill's taking advantage of every timeout Roberts calls.
Oh, why not? Why not?
So it'll be interesting to see how we close out this game. How much time's left, Ron?
About 4 minutes.
Guess.
4 minutes, maybe. Let's see. When the clock comes back on here in 10 seconds, I'll let you know exactly.
So GP with a 7-point lead. Trying to hang on against a scrappy Snohomish Panthers team.
4:33. I didn't miss that by too far.
You were right on. I knew you were going to be close. That's why I asked.
Yeah. A lot of time left in a basketball game like this, so
I was relying completely on your bio clock.
it was working. The hot hand's going to win this game, I'll tell you that right now. So let's see who's going to have that.
Smith, high post. Out to Brandvold. Picked off by Fatkin. Keeps it in. But Brandvold comes up with it. Smith, Pollock for three. Off. Rebounded by Brandvold. Back to Smith. Nails it. Good rebounding there by Snohomish. Fatkin for two. Misses. Rebound Watkins again. Nope. Harwood comes down with it.
Didn't quite get the handle. It got a couple of shots off. Pollock outside.
Into Smith. Not going to get it off. She puts it down low, and Abby Josephitis is all over that.
Big girls can't bring the ball down
No,
low.
you got to keep it up high. You don't want to get it near those little girls.
3:46. We got Paisley Johnson back in the game with 4 fouls. John, let's see if she can stay here and contribute to this scheme tonight. She's got 2 points. We need to get a little more firepower out of her.
She just has to stay clean for 3.5 minutes. Inside to Watkins. Ooh, she
got hammered by Pollock, and they didn't call that one.
Didn't call it.
Pollock's going to, nope, smart back. Pollock, a good, smart player down there, didn't force that.
Preach up top, gets picked off by Fatkin. She needs to feed that forward. She does not. She takes it all the way and scores.
She had the edge, so she made it.
Yep, she could have put it forward to Rasmussen, though.
Would have been just as easy.
Probably a little easier. But
No, tipped out.
picked off by Kayla. Sammy comes
Look
up
out,
with
Sammy.
it. She's going to get sandwiched.
Gets smashed. Going to get fouled there by Shaley, I think.
Fouls on number 22, Shaylee Harwood, her third. Oh, sorry. 14.
GP still up by 7, 38-31. 2:55 left in the ball game. GP ball down on the baseline. Oop, we get a timeout.
Timeout, GP.
Hill wants to.
Whoa.
Timeout called by Glacier Peak.
2:55.
Greg Holwood. It's her dad. Do a shout out.
38-31 Grizzlies as the Glacier Peak band strikes up the drums, making noise here in the stadium tonight. A good turnout. Both Snohomish students and Glacier Peak students across the way.
So I'd like to give a shout out right now to Shaylee Harwood's dad, Greg Harwood, who's
Is he
listening to the broadcast, I believe. Oh, he's away? Well, hopefully he'll be able to pick up the broadcast.
Oh.
Good to see his daughter play some excellent basketball. She's really been getting after it tonight.
She has.
She's left a little skin on this court.
She's got 8 points for the game tonight and 3 fouls, but she's hustling out there and making herself known on the court. I wouldn't leave her alone.
So if you pick up this game later, Greg, thanks for letting your daughter play.
GP inbounds on the baseline. 2:55 left to go. 7-point lead here.
Inbounds to Johnson. Over to Fatkin. Back to Johnson. Into Watkins. Turns. Doesn't get it to drop. Johnson with the rebound.
And got hammered.
She's down on the ground.
And she got down and joined
Kayla.
Watkins. Kayla was down there, and Paisley went down to join her and say hi.
It was a pile up.
Shooting 2 for Glacier Peak.
I think Kayla got fouled too.
Paisley going to the charity stripe. 38-31. GP on top. 2:47 left in the ball game.
Need them both, Pays. There's one.
Into the game for Snohomish, number 12, Maya Duchesne.
Duchesne checking back in.
Duchesne, the only Panther with 3 points in the game tonight, and that's her only 3 points. So she's probably going to get the fire order here to shoot. Paisley misses the second one of that attempt.
Duchesne with the ball. Over to Pollock. Into Smith. High post. Batted away by Fatkin. Well, Sammy went out of bounds and then back in, so they're going to call her out.
Yeah. Didn't get back in and establish herself. Never mentioned that she got fouled by Pollock on the way, but...
You can't. Somebody else has to touch the ball.
Yeah.
That'd be like passing the ball inbounds to yourself or something. Can't do that. Somebody else has to touch it.
Well,
Harwood
I'm going to get
a hard foul on
took
the cap.
Took her down hard. She doesn't like to go down hard. She's limping a little bit off of that one on the elbow.
An injury to the elbow doesn't make you limp, though, Ron.
No, but she did injure her elbow. Got Natalie working on Smith in there.
Pollock for 2.
No happening.
Short. Out of bounds.
Pollock just losing the touch here again. I thought she got hot and then she got cold again. So
Yep. Looks like she needs to just get a little more arc on that ball. Legs might be going on her.
Panthers putting up a full court press here, trying to make something happen.
Sammy with the ball.
Got some pretty good ball handlers here.
Back over to Rasmussen. Yeah, full court press really ain't going to do anything. It's just going to waste time. And you need that time.
I think you could have taken that one, so I haven't even thought about it.
Well, but you want to burn a little clock.
Yeah. Shot clock
6
down
on
to
the
7.
shot clock now. He gets fouled by Harwood.
That's going to be 1-1, I think.
Number 22, shooting Harwood with the fourth. Teams in 8 going to the line to shoot the bonus for Glacier Peak. Number 13, Natalie Rasmussen.
Natalie Rasmussen made her last 2 free throws, I think. Got another one there. Nine points a minute 41. Still not a runaway yet.
And not insurmountable, but approaching there. Pollock with the ball out of bounds.
So
Gets it into Duchesne, who'll bring it across.
don't want to let them get that easy, quick 3-point shot.
Need to toss some threes up, though. Smith for 2. Nails it from the L. Cross court to Fatkin.
That's a little bit dangerous, but wide open.
Sammy's got some good hands. She played goalie this year on the soccer team.
She did. Did a nice job of it, too.
Brought her in as the reliever.
DP running the clock down to 6. Paisley with it.
Taylor for 3.
And it looks good.
Nope.
It wasn't quite good. They ran the full 30 seconds off.
50 seconds now left. Looks like GP's going to get this one done.
Going to be a foul called
Yep. I think they're going to put
on 12.
ball down low. Inbounds Snohomish off their own baseline. Pollock with the ball, 3 ball. Short. She saves it into Fatkin. Fatkin gets fouled by Smith.
Intentional foul. Stop the clock. 8-point lead. Samantha to the line.
Going to the line to shoot 1-1. Number 5, Sam Fatkin.
Got to be Fatkin, right?
Yeah. Sam misses the free throw. Pollock comes up with the ball. Gets her pocket picked by Paisley Johnson, who takes the ref into the boards.
He's going to call her for a foul. He did. That's her 5th foul.
It looked like a hockey move the way she took the ref to the wall, though.
Yeah. 33 seconds. 8 points. Snohomish with the inbounds at the baseline.
But yeah, I agree with you, Ron. I would go with Sam Fatkin as our player of the game.
And they're going to get another foul underneath there against the Grizzlies. 30 seconds left on the clock. This one's going to go to the line.
Number 33, Abby just is her first.
Ellie Flitch is going to get a chance to shoot the ball here.
Number 44, Ellie Flip.
Gets her first point of the night.
Flish nails that one. 41-34. Drains them both.
Clean inbounds play by the Grizzlies here. Should be able to run the clock out, but they're going to foul and take them back to the line. And it's going to be Samantha on the line.
We're going to do this a little back and forth here for a while.
Yeah. If she drops these 2, it's going to be pretty hard to get back. So.
Yep. Which you're fouling the wrong person.
He drops that one.
But I guess you got to foul the person with the ball.
Yeah, it's the only choice you get, and she's going to get it. So.
Oh, she misses that one. Smith with the rebound, forward to Duchesne.
Wasting a lot of clock here without getting a shot off.
Trying to get it to Pollock. Out to Harwood. She just needs to toss up the three. Goes baseline. Doesn't get it to drop. Gets her own rebound again and gets fouled.
They're going to call that on Kayla. That was a full-on clean block. No, on Maya McFadden.
Oh, and forget. 42-35. 8 seconds left.
42-36 with 8.3 seconds left as Shaley hits that free throw. It looked like the Panthers were going to run away with this for a while there, John, but...
well, they kind of stalled there in the fourth quarter, and GP went on a little run.
They did, and that's all it took. The hot hands, quick work, and she throws the second one in.
It was really the only sustained run of the ball game.
Do not throw the ball inbounds to anybody except Fatkin. There she is. Give it to her.
She gets fouled immediately.
Yeah. All you got to do is run up there and hand her the ball. They luckily didn't lose that possession that time with the bad inbounds.
Fatkin headed to the line.
5 points on the scoreboard, 6.6 seconds.
Short on the first one.
Concentrate.
Legs, Sam. There you go. Pollock with the ball out of bounds. Puts it into Duchesne, who gives it back to Pollock. She's going to go all the way. Harwood, somebody needs to shoot. Duchesne for three. Nails it, but after the clock. There you have the final, 43-37. Glacier Peak on top. Ron the Wedge Henthorn's going to go down and see if he can hunt down our player of the game, Sam Fatkin. Excellent start to the season for GP. Good showing on their first game for Snohomish. I actually thought they were going to win this game. I actually had them favored. They just kind of stalled out there in the fourth quarter. And GP went on a little run and was able to capitalize. There, Ron's got her. Zoom in. Is he all on?
I think you had like 7 out there and kind of kept them. Everybody.
Yeah, I couldn't without my team.
A great effort to beat Snohomish because you guys don't like to lose to those guys.
We don't like to lose to them, but we have a lot of respect for that team. They're a bunch of girls, so it's against them.
Well, what did Coach Hill tell you to come out there in that final period and do?
He said because Snohomish and they didn't give up till the end, so they fought, so we had to keep up.
And you did just that. Great game. STSPN Player of the Game holder. One of many you should be getting this year. Your dad wants to see that. All fans want to see that.
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck. We'll see you Friday night at Monroe.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, back to you guys. That was Sam Fatkin, Player of the Game for STSPN.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching STSPN.com.
NBA free ball. He just absolutely